Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Spiritual Sanctuary Wisdom for the Divine Feminine. I'm your host, Bertena, Priestess, Reiki Master Teacher, intuitive guide, and companion on your sacred journey. As the year winds towards its quiet close, the spiritual energy around us begins to shift. Our days grow shorter, our nights deepen, and something ancient begins to stir. Winter is the season of listening. It's the season of remembering and the season of receiving guidance. So today, we're diving deep into working with your spirit guides to prepare for a new year. And this is one of my favorite topics, especially for this time of year when so many people are called to go inward, or as many people want to say, hibernate. So, today we're going to look at who your spirit guides are and the different types that you may be working with, why December's energy makes guidance clear, the most common ways that guides communicate in the final weeks of the year. I'm going to provide you with some rituals and practices to strengthen your connection, and I'm going to provide a short meditation for you. So go ahead and get some hot cocoa, light a candle, or settle into your sacred space, and let's step into the beautiful transformative conversation together. Now, your spirit guides are woven into your soul contract. They're connected to your life path long before you ever entered this body. There are several types of guides, each with a unique purpose. The first one that most people know are our guardian angels or guardian guides, and they're often the guides who've been with you since the moment that you were born. They protect your energy and redirect you when you're off path. They give you that little extra nudge. They comfort you when things are happening around you, when there's a lot of change, and they help you sense danger before it arrives. Their energy many times feels parental, steady, and even grounding. Now, we all know about our guardian angels, but many people are really connecting with their ancestral guides lately. These may be ancestors that you knew, or even ancestors that go so far back in your lineage that you can't even name them. These ancestors tend to help you with generational healing. They help you notice patterns that run through your family, and they then allow you to claim the strength from your lineage. This allows you to complete unfinished stories, and many times they communicate through dreams, family symbols, scents that you may remember, like smells, or even repetitive themes over and over. Our angels are always around us as well. And as always, they are beings of pure frequency. And often they come through when we need healing or protection, and we begin to have a spiritual awakening. These messages many times feel gentle, reassuring, and come with a form of numbers or sensations. Now, sometimes your angels will be a little bit more, how do I say, assertive, straightforward. So, but you will know because they always allow you to really work deeply with your emotions, and they're always protecting you. Now, for me, I love working with goddesses, and they usually arrive when you're entering a new phase of your life, or when you maybe need to embody qualities such as courage or compassion or intuition or even boundaries. They tend to want to come around when you're healing feminine wounds or you're awakening on your priestess path. For example, Isis brings sovereignty and magical wisdom, while Persephone guides you through the underworld of shadow and rebirth. Goddess guides are really potent teachers, and they often bring you to your next phase, your next initiation, your next step. Now we have animal guides, nature spirits, fairies, elementals, and these are all here when you need grounding. They help you connect to the natural world, and they help you with your instinctual wisdom. Sometimes these may be tied to ancestral memories. These may also help you with being more comfortable working with gods because, if you see butterflies all around you, they make you feel safe and you know that you're ready for a transformation. Deer provide messages of gentleness and owls for wisdom. And there's many, many more, but one of the ones that I really like to work with more now is our soul guide. This is you, but it's expanded, it's infinite, it's timeless. It's the guide that often sounds exactly like your intuition because it is your intuition. I find that we have focused so much on what's outside of us that we tend to forget that we have the power within us. So, your soul guide's voice helps you choose paths that are aligned to who you truly are. It lets you recognize that path. It helps you understand patterns that you are in, and it helps you move towards a higher spiritual timeline more gently. Now, all these guides work together. You're never walking alone. Each one steps forward whenever you need a certain lesson or healing. And for me, the council of guides, as I like to call them, um, there's always 5 to 7, 8 around you at all times. So don't focus as much on exactly what it is or who they are, but more of what it is that they are trying to help you with. But let's take a moment to understand the energies of December when it comes to these guides. December is a time of collectively slowing down. It's a deceleration in the world, shorter days, colder weather, and we turn inward more. When the world goes quiet, your inner voice tends to go louder, and sometimes we try to avoid hibernation or slowing down because we don't always want to hear that voice because then that means that we have to do something about it. It's also really hard if you are a person who is going. To slow down makes you feel as if you are doing nothing. But really, the end of the year holds a closure energy. It's like you're wrapping up cycles and contracts, lessons and patterns. If you are in certain jobs, you're wrapping up your jobs, and the guides communicate more strongly now to help you complete what you don't want to bring into the new year. December the 20th through January the 1st is a portal time. You stand between calendars, between cycles, and between versions of yourself. And this threshold or portal attracts spirit guides. So your guides gather here because you're going to be more open to redirection. This also allows your intuition to increase. The veil begins to thin in October and stays thin until spring. Your dreams will intensify at this time. Your intuitive, sensitive senses sharpen, and you're drawn inwards to really think about what you're doing. So the guides use this window to help you hear. Because as I've said before, you are doing so much that sometimes the quietness is when you hear the most. And the start of the new year is when new spiritual contracts begin. New opportunities come, relationships, lessons, and pathways. So your guides often step forward to prepare you for these shifts. And remember that December, it's not an ending. To me, it's a spiritual doorway. Your guides are standing right on the other side, waiting for you to communicate. And they communicate through many layers, repeating numbers. Many of you want to call these angel numbers, Like 111 is a new beginning, 222 is alignment, threes are lessons, fours have to do with grounding, and it goes on and on. But when you see numbers repeatedly, your guides are speaking to you. And sometimes, instead of depending upon what I say or a book says, sit and listen and ask your guides what those numbers mean, particularly for you. Now, they may provide these numbers or even the answers of what the numbers mean in your dreams. They will become more enhanced. You're going to dream of old homes, loved ones who's passed, a lot of water for healing. There'll be a lot of flying or journeying, staircases and doorways, a lot of movements. And these are symbolic messages from guides and ancestors. You may even dream about the animal gods or your goddess or your angels or anything at this time. So be open to messages you receive in dreams and realize that more than likely they're helping guide you on a softer path, a softer way on your path. Now, in December, our body tends to have more of a pull. We tend to feel heavier around certain choices and lighter among others. We have a stronger need to rest or withdraw. And then some of us will have a surge of inspiration near the end. We tend to think, well, I have to do this before the end of the year. And your guides sometimes will speak through these sensations, these body signals, and then they just help guide you to what it is you need to do. Synchronicities help happen all the time. A name repeated constantly. You see the same symbols all the time. These are placed by the guides, and they are like, to me, energetic breadcrumbs, like Hansel and Gretel. They lead you to a place where you have confidence or you have warning or whatever. And these continue to help connect you with even persistent thoughts or phrases that you hear, like, you need to start this, it's time to let go of, this is no longer aligned to you, move in this direction. It just keeps going on and on. And many people want to think about it as being pressure, but if it's without pressure or anxiety, then it's definitely spiritual guidance. So what I want you to do is, if you're open to communicating with your guides, choose a candle color. It can be any color you want. White works for representing anything, but definitely for clarity. Gold is for the divine feminine, blue, spiritual communication, red for looking at passion, orange for opening up your creativity. And I want you to sit in quietness, darkness, low light. Light the candle and imagine its flame creating a beacon for your guides. And just say, I open my heart and spirit to my guides. Please come to me and show me what is complete, show me what is beginning, and guide me through the highest 2026 timeline. And just sit for a few moments. Just let the messages come through. Notice any sensations or words or images that you may have, and just sit without analyzing them. If you're wanting to work with ancestors, you can leave offerings like bread or fruit, water, wine, honey, different coins, mementos, and just possibly say something like, I acknowledge the ones who walked before me. Guide me with your wisdom and help me carry forward what my path is, or what strengthens my path. Or you can even ask for a 24-hour sign. You can pull some tarot or oracle cards and just ask yourself, maybe, what do you need to release? What do you need to carry forward? What is a January method, a 2026 theme card? As always, I'm open to do readings for you during this time. And I'm also teaching a 2026 mapping out theme tarot class in January. So you can keep an eye out for that, and I'll always help you connect with your gods. But if you're ready, I would love for you just come to stillness and allow me to guide you in a very short meditation. So just go ahead and get comfortable. I want you to take a deep breath and let your body soften and allow it to ground into the earth below you. As you take in your next breath, I want you to feel a gentle winter wind brushing across your skin. Very cool and refreshing and cleansing. It feels very comforting, very crisp. And I want you to imagine a silver blue light forming around you and wrapping you in safety and serenity. And with each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into stillness. You continue to feel the crisp air, and you notice a path appearing before you. It's lined with snow, and it's very quiet and serene. This is the path of guidance. I would like for you to begin walking slowly. You notice that your footsteps make no sound at all. The world around you is peaceful, it's suspended, and it's beautifully lit. As you continue to walk, you see a soft golden glow. Feels very warm and inviting. You begin to walk towards it, and you notice that it also feels very familiar. This glow is your spirit guides in front of you. As you approach, you notice that they begin to appear for you. It may just be energy or a figure that you may not be able to make out. It may be an animal or light, an ancestor. I want you to take a moment to greet them. As you feel unconditional love coming from them, safety, familiarity, recognition. Just gently say hello and ask them, what messages do you have for me as I begin to prepare for the new year? I want you to pause here and allow the message to come through as a word or symbol, a memory, a feeling. Just trust whatever comes. Now you may ask, what do I need to release before the year ends? And then begin to receive the answer for what is your theme, or maybe even your focus or your word for 2026. Now, your guides ask you to hold your hands out, and they place something in your hands, a symbol representing your path for the coming year. You look down, and what do you see? Is this symbol familiar? How does it feel to you? Now you take that symbol, you take your hands, and you place them in your heart. The symbol is held within your hands and within your heart for you to access at any time. You thank your guides and you ask them if there's anything else that you need to know. As you say goodbye, you thank them and you begin walking back along the path. You feel lighter, clearer, and more aligned for the next year. As you take another deep breath, I want you to begin to return to your body. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Now, if you're so inclined, you can begin to journaling for a while. You may write about who appeared during your meditation. What messages did they give you? What symbol was given to you? How does your body feel after receiving this guidance? And more importantly, what is one action that I can take before the year ends? You may pause this recording and work on that for a little bit. And as this episode comes to a close, I want you to remember this. You're not entering the new year alone. You are always held and guided and supported by an entire spiritual team, a wonderful spirit guide council walking beside you, behind you, and all around you. December isn't just the end of the year, it's a dawn of a new spiritual chapter, and your guides are already whispering the first lines of this chapter. Now, if you feel called to go deeper, you can receive a 2026 month by month reading with me, a spiritual path plan, or even a private session. You can book with me at bertena.org. That's BERTENA.org. Or simply email me at bertena@bertena.org. Thank you for being here and for listening and opening your hearts. May your winter be filled with guidance, synchronicity, and divine protection. This is Bertena, and you're listening to Spiritual Sanctuary, Wisdom for the Divine Feminine. See you next week.